Hi, I'm Natalia.
And I'm Leslie Marie.
And this is the Why You're Early, We Are Fashionably Late podcast,
where we talk about the clothing we wear and the untold but very true stories about why we wear what we wear. So, today's a little bit of a slower start. We're trying to ease Natalie into the episode because by the looks of her face, if you're watching the YouTube video, she's a little down in the dumps, Natalie.
I'm tired. I'm not down in the dumps.
Why are you tired?
I feel like I've officially gotten full, I'm not going to say 8 hours because I don't think it's been 8 hours. I feel like it's 6. Okay. Well, 6 hours
of sleep.
My body's like, I want more.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So I'm tired, but I love it.
Be real. I already did my be real.
Hey, yo. I was very punk, not be real.
Oh my gosh, leading us to this episode. This episode is giving anti-hero.
That you're going to be like,
by Taylor
episode
Swift
is sponsored by. And I was like, who are we sponsored by? Is it gummies from Target?
Episode is about punk. We're going punk, baby. It's giving, Natalie, okay, you think it's giving Bad Reputation by Taylor Swift?
And Wolf Alice. Like, play the greatest hits. Play the greatest hits.
Smile by Wolf Alice. And Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift. That's what I think.
And Paramore. And some Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, this is the same shirt that I wore for Halloween. Yeah. But this time it seemed most adequate, is that the correct word, to wear it for this too.
And you have a vest over it, a knitted vest over
you
it.
Can't see it.
This is not punk at all, Natalie, but colors.
This is grunge punk for me.
Okay, I like that.
Or the soft punk or something like that they name. I don't know. Yeah, no. She was like, "Do you have this?" I was like, "No." "Do you have this?" No. She's like, "What about silver jewelry?" No.
You also have your docs, so I feel like that.
Yeah,
validates.
They're like,
come
on. Hold this.
Are you gonna show them?
They're dirty because it rained, and so they have mud.
Yeah, even more punk, and they're like super platformy.
Do you see them? Do you see them?
They also see the dirt on the bottom.
Yeah. Do you see that?
Anyways.
Whoa, there's so many cords down here.
I'm wearing plaid pants. Plaidish, grittish pants.
My plaidish, grittish,
that are black and white. And then I have this shirt. This is circa Forever 21, 2014 or something. But I just thought the cutouts made it punk, right? Because I feel like in punk clothing, it's all about the cutouts and safety pins and just it's like DIY, but before it was DIY.
It's giving very much Vivienne Westwood.
Yeah, which she's a punk queen, and we're gonna get into that on today's episode. Meanwhile, Natalie is fidgeting everywhere, so I'm so sorry.
I was trying to get my water, but I can't find it. Anyways, we were in traffic. And Leslie, the sun was hitting directly Leslie's chest. I was like, imagine you get a tan on that. I was like, that'd be so hilarious.
Sorry, I'm putting my hair up.
Did I ask?
You know, this is giving more punk. It's a little...
Anywho's, that was a long intro rant.
I feel like the more tired you are, the more unhinged you are.
Yeah. So. I need to get my charge eliminated from Panera. Also,
that one person...
No.
I can't say anything. I can't say anything.
No. It just so
we all know what I'm thinking about. Now they're in the back of the counter. I don't want to say anything. All I was trying to say is that I need that. I just need that right now. I don't know. You keep
a nice gulp.
It's refresh.
Yeah, I just want to feel.
You know what? I like their green tea, passion fruit, whatever. The green, yeah, that one's good.
I do my barista skills, and I do half of that and half of the lemonade.
I'm sorry, you have 10 gummies in your mouth.
And I have one. I do my barista skills, and I do half of the papaya green tea and half of their lemonade. Do the ratio, whatever. It tastes so good.
Low-key, I don't think that's a barista thing. I think that's just you would do that as a child too, where you just mix drinks.
But I know the balance, how to balance them.
She's trying to sell us on this.
Okay.
It's okay.
You're gonna want it, but what about this coffee, huh? I prepared this coffee. Is this coffee good?
Could use a bit more sugar. Now Natalie's going full sleeping mode. This is Natalie when she's upset, when she's overwhelmed, when she's tired, when she's sad. You look like Chewbacca.
No, I look like the girl. What is it called? I didn't know. the little girl from that scary movie. It has her hair like in her face. Is it a little girl or is it just a woman? I don't know. I don't watch scary movies. I don't know. I want to know.
Talking about?
Me neither. Wait, let me like search her up. So you distract
Bruh,
them.
you want me to search up Chewbacca?
No. I will.
I'm gonna show you a picture.
I wasn't
of Chewbacca.
trying to say that like Chewbacca. Try to say like the girl with
Is that literally what
hair.
you're typing?
Yeah, over her face. I'm not the only one who searches this. Yeah,
Is that like a Mandela effect? Because I don't remember that.
the stringy haired ghost girl. That's what she's called. Look.
Lucy, you show me a picture of yours. I'll show you a picture of mine.
It's often seen in Japanese horror movies. No, because I don't have a beard. That's not funny. That's not funny.
Like, I'm telling you, the waves are... Can you do it again? Do it again,
No.
Do it again. Let the people choose.
Because I really like how my hair was today, and you ruined it for me. It was wavy. It was nice.
That picture of Chewbacca, his hair's nice. Think about it. He has so much
He has hair all over.
Exactly.
That's him.
Exactly. He needs to know
Okay,
how to
I
condition
have
it properly.
hair. I have a lot of hair all over. But I'm just kidding.
You are Chewbacca.
No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm
it's
a Latina woman that has hair on her arms.
Are you a spokesperson for like
No,
some shaving cream?
if they were to sponsor me, because I wouldn't be alarmed. I would be okay with it. Cause I'd be like, no, you're helping us.
Do you think they add fake hair to make it look more hairy, or is that like someone's actual?
No, it's possible for someone to have that much hair. Like it's possible. I heard it. Go.
And then you have to like.
I heard some bubbles going up.
Oh! This episode is way more
Punk.
chaotic. Guys, really, thank you for sticking around because
You put the cup on top of.
Because I feel like we go off on a tangent so much, and you guys are still here. So
And this is 10 minutes of us.
Also, like
Oh, that's cute.
I really do like if you literally watch maybe like the first 5-10 minutes of our episodes and you're like they never get to the point. I promise you we do.
We do.
Is it towards the middle end? Probably, but we do.
But that's how the episodes are built.
That's how it
So
is.
we all, in a sense, what's his name? Bill I, the science guy.
No, she's
We have to show.
Is that all the British you know?
No, I know
Okay.
more. I don't want to.
Overwhelm the viewers.
No, like whoa.
Whoa, guys.
Anyways, I'm still so tired.
You know, speaking of British and speaking of punk,
Harry Styles.
I can't laugh.
His mom
I can't
him.
laugh. I can't laugh.
His mom
I can't
defended
laugh.
him.
And if you're watching this, we didn't laugh at your son. Okay, I know you called this out. We didn't laugh with him. We were just shocked by it.
That's how we grieve.
That's how
It's like dark humor, but for his hair.
Also, I feel like it's like a bonding experience. You know, like if you love someone, you tease them. So that's what it was.
Clearly, in that household, there was no teasing done.
Yeah, because I
Just
grew up
kidding,
with a lot of
Teasing.
boys,
And
there was a lot of teasing, and so you know you
out
got
of like
thick skin.
you had to defend yourself type
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
situation.
And like that was just love, and it was like a regular Tuesday, you know.
Like Leslie calling me Chewbacca. That's love. That's enough love I'm gonna get from her today.
But you know what? I do feel like if mom was right here, she'd be like Leslie.
She slapped her back.
No, she wouldn't.
Chewbacca.
Oh yeah, she probably well not slapped. That sounds aggressive. She wouldn't.
Well, hands behind your head.
No, she wouldn't do that.
She does it to me sometimes.
She does it to you, not to me. I'm her favorite child. Okay. Anyways.
No one asked. There's only 2 people in this room.
Okay,
and
we
it's
were
me
talking
and
about
you.
punk. Can we please
You're
get back
talking
to
about
it?
Harry Styles.
We're talking about hairstyles. Okay, low key, does him being bald look like the guy from the Chipmunks? Yes. But if we move past that, maybe, you know, he's going for...
No, he doesn't have glasses. No, he doesn't.
Okay, he doesn't.
He looks like Stephen Amell from Arrow.
You know what? Let's
in the
just...
last season.
It's giving punk. I will respect him.
Especially with his sweaters. You know, they're like very like cute, whatever. And then he's like buzz
It's
cut.
like a little bit of a
Your
punk
buzz cut, my hair bleach.
song.
I thought I'm waiting for you
That's
to
my
finish.
song. Guys, this is what I have to work with.
You love it.
Why are our episodes late? And she's our editor too. So just think about this energy while she's editing a video. And the videos are like an hour long. It literally takes her like 4 days to edit one clip.
Okay, you try it again.
No, because then it would never happen. So that's the thing, right? Anyways, I don't know, and she knows, but she gets distracted. Know. Okay. Do you want me to start with the history of punk?
Yes.
Okay. I will.
Okay. After these commercials.
No, I'm starting.
Did you know?
All right. So let's go back to the punk movement, right? And it actually started, like the origins of it started in the 1960s, right? With this group that was like a part of the working class in London, England. Called the Skinheads. Oh, I was going to say. You want to say it?
No, you said it already.
Okay. And basically, right, it became this like whole, it's like a DIY style. It was DIY before DIY. Were the first, not only in their clothing, but I feel like also in like the way that they did their makeup, in their haircuts, right? That's when we got like mohawks and buzz like cuts. Just spiky hair, buzz cuts. And buzz cuts that weren't even done nicely. Like they were just like whatever. Trasquilados. Yeah. In Spanish, that's literally what it's called. And then obviously they had like a whole bunch of like grommets and pins and safety pins. And basically the clothing was almost like a form of like rebellion against like society. And then they even had like, the people would call it vulgar slogans, right? It was just things that weren't like normal, you know, because everyone was like dressed to the nines,
very posh, very like elegant. Oh, sorry,
businessy. And so yeah, and like meanwhile they were wearing like plaid and leather pants and like chains and all these things. And so it almost started as like an underground movement where when they would go to these clubs, that's really where it started. But in especially in New York, it was in the clubs, and then it was more of a nighttime scene. But then in the day, it was like in London, they took it as like, this is my style and I'm going for it day or night, which was more punk, you know, because it was like where it was known. But basically, so it was an extended subculture of the skinheads, right?
Punk rock.
And then around the 1970s, that's when we got punk rock music, right? Mid to late 70s, we had punk rock bands, right? Which you could say like the Ramones and the Sex Pistols, right? I feel like there was, again, the two biggest places I could think of, it's like underground in New York, where it was like the Ramones, and then in London, obviously, you could think of like the Sex Pistols, in the sense that like they were connected to Vivienne Westwood, and I'll get to that if you didn't know. But yeah, so basically their manager, Malcolm McLaren, right?
Not McLaren from, you know.
From F1.
I confused the two. Just kidding.
Natalie did. He had this store on Kings Road, the famous Kings Road store, with his girlfriend, who was none other than
Vivienne Westwood.
Vivienne Westwood, which is so funny because she was like a school teacher, right? And so she just kind of like started helping him out because again, it was like back to like fashion was very DIY for punk. So she just started doing that, and she made the iconic God Save the Queen tee, right?
Well, I would say I would remember, but like I wasn't even born.
You weren't even born, but you know what I'm talking about.
I remember from my class that I took of fashion styles and trends.
Yeah.
There we go.
You're like, I remember.
No, it was because I was not born in the 70s.
You were not.
I was born 30 years later after that.
Oh my god, you were?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah, so basically she started making clothing for the brand, and and obviously the Sex Pistols are like, you know, very well known with punk, and even the way that they like act in their interviews and everything, like, you know, it's very punk. It's very like, I don't care, I don't, you know?
Yeah.
And I think there are different variations of punk, right? Which often get mixed together as the same thing. And I would love to do episodes on each topic. But basically, so, you know, the skinheads is like one type of thing that was in the 60s. And that evolved into punk rock music. And then the people who would listen to punk rock or be in those bands started dressing punk. So then that's one whole thing. like already. And then we have, like you even said it today, like this is giving grunge, right?
Grunge.
So we have grunge, we have emo, we have goth, and there's like so many different variations that
Like
almost
soft
that
grunge.
started from this. So like soft punk. That started from this, but they're completely different too.
Yeah.
But I think it's nice to know that it's like part of it. I don't know, you know?
Yeah. And I think it's like this thing where it's like it was punk, but under that umbrella, like so many other ones that go into it. But it's like their own like version of it and their own style of it. Yeah. And like for some people, they're able to distinguish from between like punk to grunge or from grunge to emo, you know? Like emo, you think of someone who's wearing like an all black, like dark.
Or like even like scene, like remember when they had like their hair to the side?
Like if for like the women, like they're bold, like eyeliner, all this stuff. And like you think of grunge and you think of someone with like a lot of tattoos or piercings and like not as much black, but more of like dark colors, so like a dark brown or dark green or even like a red, like, you know, so just like
a different variation
of it, and which is cool, but you know.
And I think it also has to do a lot with the time period, right? So for grunge, you think like Nirvana and you think 90s. You also think about the music, right? Like that has a lot of influence that goes along with it. And it's like another thing too where like these artists were influenced from artists that came before them, and so that's why the trend evolved. So it's like a new version of punk basically, or a different like subculture of it almost.
And I think like to relate it to now and stuff, I feel like Paramore is like in the punk aspect, and then like Olivia Rodrigo would be like in the soft
punk princess,
punk princess. So many views. So it's like even now we see that variation in the music too. Yeah, from clothing and to the music as well.
Wolf Alice to me is a band that's super punk, and like I don't know, I still can't believe that like I got to see them in a concert. It's so cool. Anyways, their song Smile, listen to it. It's giving punk.
Play the greatest hits. She.
Yep. They're all very much
beautifully unconventional.
Yeah, I don't know if that's more punk, but yes.
It's like in the grunge.
It's like a grunge. Yeah.
It's not too hard, but it's like that, you know.
But it still goes hard. Yeah.
Or Don't Delete
This Kiss. I love that music video.
Yeah.
Cute. Okay. But yeah, so we have that. Now, going along with that, right? Not only do we have people in obviously music, but we have designers, right? So Vivienne Westwood, right? 10 out of 10. She's the queen. R.I.P. We miss you. We love you. You did amazing things. And I still want her necklace. I still want clothing that's Vivienne Westwood. Like, she is the punk queen. Then we have other designers who are also there. Some collections were influenced by punk, or they have punk elements in them, right? So we have like John Galliano. We have Alexander McQueen. You know, he was very well known for stuff like that. John Paul Gaultier, Anna Sui. And so we'll get more into that, right? But the biggest thing I could think of was in 2013, the Met. That was punk chaos to couture.
Which is it's a nice blend of the two.
Yeah, it's a nice blend. Why, Natalie? Why is it a nice blend of the two?
Well, because like couture is very much of like very like I don't know, like very sophisticated and like very like it has to be exact type of thing where it's like everything needs to look in a way like perfect and detailed and everything. And I feel like for punk, it's this thing where it's more of distressed and it's more of like it doesn't have to be perfect. Like there's rips, there's safety pins and all that stuff. Yeah. So getting to see the two combined in the Met Gala was like so insane. Cool.
I feel like it's like a juxtaposition that like just works. Yeah.
It's especially that dress. Was it that black dress? I think it was Versace that did it.
Okay. Oh yeah.
The black
with the safety pins.
With the safety pins, because it was gold ones, and it was still like something very much of a couture, like silhouette and stuff. But it was punk.
It had punk elements.
It was black. It had the safety pins. It had the weird, like intricate cuts of like you would not expect that in the type of dress.
But it was still sewn to perfection. Yes. So it was like done subtly. Yeah. And it's almost like you see the deconstruction of it, but it's there, like it has like its actual purpose type of thing. Which is it's I don't know. I think it's so fun. Also, like Vivienne Westwood coming from that punk background of like it's all DIY. Yeah. to being a couture, a well-known fashion designer, is also like insane to see that growth type of thing. So for a lot of people who don't know, Natalie, do you want to tell them about the Met and what that actually is? You don't. Okay. This is your art. This is your art.
Well, the Met has a lot of like art pieces and pieces like, and this doesn't necessarily mean like just paintings. Like this is paintings, sculptures, like everything that's under the umbrella of arts, garments, everything. That they showcase like every year, like different ones, especially when it's a Met Gala. They have the theme because that's the art exhibition that they are unleashing. So that's why every year when it's around this time of like November, October, we're waiting to see what the Met Gala theme is, because then it's like, what is the art that they're gonna focus on, display, and that they're gonna showcase to basically the world. Because even though celebrities go and stuff, but you're able to see it as well as like a student or as someone that like loves the arts and stuff. So it's always like a big thing when it's like, especially for artists, that their stuff gets showcased in the Met, because that's like a big top thing for us, because it's like, whoa, you know, huge. Like, because everyone goes there, everyone knows what the Met is. Like if you were to tell me about an art museum thing in I don't know, like in Tustin or in like all these areas, you're like, oh cool. But when you get told, no, I'm gonna be in the Met, they're like, that's huge. Whoa, that's huge type of thing.
Also because I feel like there's a lot of history in each individual piece that gets shown, and there's so much that goes behind it. But then I love how, so for this particular Met, the 2013 one, this one was displaying punk garments, right? Which was, again, from, I think it says it in the name, right? It was like from chaos to couture. And so it's all of these couture pieces throughout like history and throughout the designers like evolvement, right? Or involvement, sorry, in like, you know how you said like dipping their feet into punk, even though it's still done to the couture expectations of it.
And even in the video that they show, like the Met Gala, when they explain the theme and everything that's going to be a part of the exhibition,
it's on YouTube. It's pretty interesting.
They say how there's designers that we know, like for example Versace, and like all these, that's like, you know, their style and their silhouettes and the way that they focus. But for this, like, they went full punk, like they took inspiration, I forgot what brand did, but they took inspiration from Vivienne Westwood of the God Save the Queen, where they were doing the tea, and they did they did other teas and stuff, slogans, but of like political stuff that was going on and stuff that were important, like things that they wanted people's attention to be drawn to. And what a great way to showcase that than in the Met, where there's so many people there's so many like eyes that are seeing it, that even without you even want like fully focusing to go like look at the pictures or runways and all this stuff, you come across a picture and it's like, it makes such a huge statement in that area.
And that goes back to the original roots of what it meant to be punk. You know, you're like rebelling against society, against the norms, and so that is why you wear this, like, it's almost like you're the own spokesperson, right? So if people aren't going to listen to you, they have to still look at you, and what you're wearing, it kind of like it shows that it shows what you're standing up for.
And even sorry, I just remembered, even in how we said like the political thing, and one thing that they showcased, which was, this was like 2013 theme, and it wasn't such a big thing as it is now, but it was this, like, these pieces that they did with everyday type of essentials. So they had trash bags, they had newspapers, they had, I think it was bottle caps or stuff like that they made clothing out of, to highlight none other than sustainability and about the planet, and that there's no planet B, and how we need to take care of it. We need to do the waste and all that stuff. And what better way than to use the actual waste that is
make a garment piece,
such something that's affecting our earth, to make this garment piece in this important,
like a couture piece that's actually wearable. And because I said garment piece and like that makes no sense, but you know what I'm trying to say, like a piece of clothing. So basically, if you have the time, you know, go on YouTube, search up 2013 the Met Chaos to Couture, and you have them kind of walk you through the exhibit, which is really cool because the Met does that a lot. Like they'll show you the exhibits and they'll talk you through it. So even if you can't go to New York, right? Or even how like now it's like 10 years later, you know, you could still look back at it, which is insane to think that that's 10 years ago. Yeah. That look was 10 years ago. That collection, that's insane. I love talking to you about the Met because I feel like it combines fashion and art, right? Which is where you and me both thrive.
There was this we had this conversation I think like 2 weeks ago. Me and Leslie was like, she was like, next year she was like, I want to have a New York Christmas. She was like, so I want to go during the year or during the months of like Christmas, you know, get to experience Christmas in New York and the tree lighting and everything. Yeah. And then I was like, I think the two things that I was like, the three things that I would love to go. Yeah. I was like, and then the rest is whatever you want to do. Like, I will like I'll tag along.
I'll go with you. Yeah.
And I was like, first and foremost, the bagels. Obviously, in New York.
Gotta have a good bagel.
Second off, the Jellycat Diner that opened up because I've been currently obsessed with Jellycats, specifically the Christmas now that's come out because there's a reindeer. It's so cute. Reindeer. It has a little sweater. Anyways, it's adorable. But the Jellycat Diner has like food. Like they only have like I think only food like Jellycats, and there's one that's an avocado. Yeah. There's one that's a pico.
Okay, what was the other thing?
Okay, I'm sorry. And then
I'm like waiting. I'm like what? He goes on a tangent for Jellycats.
I love Jellycats.
They're cute.
Their names are so cute. Okay. Punk. Yes, Leslie.
If they had a safety pin one, I want it.
There's some that are cute. Okay. Anyways, that'd be cute, like a fashion, like
or like sewing,
like a sewing machine.
I want it.
A spool of thread,
scissors, like shears. That'd be so cute. A needle.
Safety pin.
I literally said safety pin. That was the first one.
What is it? The seam ripper.
That's so cute.
Anyways, my third one was
painting ones, like a brush and like the little.
Stop. And then you say I'm getting out of.
Sorry, go. I'm sorry.
See guys.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, there's just like weird light on my face. Anyways, so my third one was the Met. So I said that I needed to go, and Leslie was like, no, because that's a part of my bucket list. Because like, she's going for her Gossip Girl, and you know, like. All that stuff.
I want to go. So my top 3 for New York. Yeah. Obviously the Met, right? Yes, art.
We agreed on that.
Also shopping, but like vintage clothes shopping. Yes. They have so many vintage shops, especially in like Soho and stuff like that. And then, I mean, yes, like the touristy sightseeing things. I feel like that goes without saying. Yeah. But I feel like also just like to feel like a local in New York. Yeah. like to go eat, like
getting to wear actual winter clothes. Because I'm just wearing this vest and I'm already hot.
Guys, it is the middle of November.
We
in California
got rain on
like one day. Like that Friday? Was like a week ago, yeah. And this is the thing. When people say, I love LA, it must be so great. Or like California, it must be so great to live in such sunny weather. This is the thing, guys. The sunny weather is all year round. And I know for them, they're like, duh, that's why. And it's like, you don't understand. Like, that means we get no seasons.
We don't get spring.
80 degrees all year round.
Fall. We don't get, you know what falls on our thing? Bird poop in our car. There's no fall leaves. Like, there's no rain. They get it for 2 days, and then that's the rest of the rain
like,
that you'll get for the year.
It feels like it's summer all year round. Like, you just got stuck in summer. You know what it reminds me of? You know that movie, the Disney movie with Mickey, and then the Donald Duck one, though? The Christmas one. The Once Upon a Time, the Christmas. You know how it's 3 Christmas stories? The ones where the little ducks... Like, they wish it was Christmas every single day, and then they're tired of it.
Somebody wished for it to be summer every day.
Every day here in California, and I'm tired. I'm over it.
Like, my thing is that, you know, like, people are like, oh, our Thanksgiving tradition is to go, like, to go apple picking, or to do, like, this. You know what our Thanksgiving tradition is? To go to the beach.
Literally.
To go to the beach. Go to
and
the
I know
like, it's hot.
You saying this, if you haven't been to the beach in like months, you're like, but that sounds amazing. It's like, okay, but that's like a normal Tuesday for me. Like, that's bored.
Like a 1 hour drive and a whole day spent at the beach
and
type thing.
It looks like a swamp meet because everyone else is there.
Everyone is there.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to complain. Okay. After complaining about California.
This is not even a part.
This is not even.
This is outside the norms.
I'm rebelling against people who love the sunny weather. No, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still going off on this tangent. It makes me mad. Like my blood curls up. Is that a thing? I don't know. Like I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like boils, whatever.
You can say boils.
No, it doesn't boil though.
It boils.
What are those things? The green things from Miss Marvel?
Scrolls?
Yeah, I'm not a squirrel, so no, it does not boil. This is the thing. When it's sunny, like this, right? Clouds in the sky, birds chirping, it's 80 degrees. Most people logically would be like, it's a great day to do stuff. Like, I feel so empowered, like, boom, boom, boom.
When it's sunny?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. I'm like, close the blinds, put the AC on. I'm pretending it's fall, right?
Drink some lemonade.
Because for me, water. I literally need it to be cold. If it's cold, if it's raining, like, that makes me want to go outside and do stuff. Get shit done. So, this is why I truly believe I would love, living in New York. Anyways, sorry. Or, like, Seattle. No, maybe not Seattle. But, like, London. You know, like, I don't know. Some place where, like...
They experience the 4 seasons.
Yes, please. Okay, Natalie, do you want to talk to us about some iconic punk red carpet looks that were displayed on the 2013 Met?
Yes, I would love to.
Perfect. Go.
So, the first one is Miley Cyrus wearing the Marc Jacobs look.
She's punk.
She's punk. There's no other words than she's punk.
Describe it.
And I think, like, you know, for us Hannah Montana lovers, to seeing her today, we were like, this is Miley. Like, this is a Miley we've always known. Yeah. In a way, Hannah Montana was her
alter ego.
But this version of Miley is the one we punk. Always know.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Love.
The other one, also, this is our punk princess.
Yep.
Miss Gwen Stefani.
And she was so Miley Cyrus was wearing Marc Jacobs on the What was Gwen Stefani wearing?
Well, I was about to say that.
Oh, sorry.
Miss Gwen Stefani, and she was wearing Mason Martin Margiela.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
love.
My thing is that in the 90s, when she was doing her music, like, we knew she was punk. We knew she was grunge.
She was grunge, right? Which is again
the princess.
Yeah.
You know, and so when she she was like, this is my moment of shine type of thing. Like, she was like, I'm gonna holla back, girl.
The way you said that, you even said it wrong, but I knew what you were trying to say. I ain't no holla back, girl. That's what you meant to say. You were gonna cut me off, and you were trying to like jam it in there before.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want her to take my idea.
I wasn't even thinking that. That's why I think it's so funny.
Okay. The next one is Madonna and Florence Welch in Givenchy.
Florence Welch, I feel like, yes, she gives off a little bit of like boho.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see how on that red carpet she was giving grunge.
I feel like, especially, was it during that year that came out, the movie Snow White and the Huntsman?
I love that movie
because she was a main part of the album and the music. So I
Breath
feel like
of Life,
like that music, that album, like all the songs that came out during that was radiating such like grunge.
It was even that movie. I love that movie so much. Like people don't talk about it enough, and I understand why, because it was the whole Twilight, Edward and her situation.
Yeah,
we're not gonna get into that. My thing, though, that movie deserves way more credit because it's so good.
It was good. It was really good.
So good. And it is giving punk. I see it.
Yeah. Madonna, should we say? Do we have to say more? We just know who she is.
We know who she is.
The other one is... This was giving Reputation before Reputation, besties.
It was.
She was alluding to Reputation.
It was.
Miss Taylor Swift was wearing
J. Mendel.
And this was in 2013. It was not until 2016 that Reputation came out.
Wait, okay, so don't mistake the 2013 look with her, like
the Met Gala
that she met Tom
in 2017.
Hiddleston. No, 2016. Because that's when she had the bleach hair.
Yeah, 2016. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's when she was giving Reputation. That one was actually for, I think it was like the age of technology or something like that. So like that
It's like
one,
that,
that
yeah.
one wasn't even like punk, but
Mm-mm.
we know you're thinking that look, but it's not that
It's
look.
not that look.
But she has her long hair. She is giving punk, but she is giving like punk princess and almost like the beginning of Reputation, right? Think of Reputation, but with long hair. That's literally what it's giving.
Like, honestly, if she would have switched what she wore to this Met
Yeah.
Gala to the other one, it would have made sense.
It would have
And then
made
the
given
other
more
one
punk.
to this one, it would have made sense. This was
I feel like this is soft punk. This wasn't full punk. But it's still, it looks good though.
but it's also like hinting that, you know,
Yeah.
like the Reputation, like I'm pretty sure there's a snake somewhere on here.
Yeah. Those looks were giving punk. I feel like this has been a decade ago. If it were now, I know who I would love to see do this look, and I feel like they would do it justice. Who are your top people though? Before I say my top people.
I would say Olivia Rodrigo.
For sure.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Yes, you stole one of mine. Yes.
No, I didn't.
I think so.
You didn't. Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take Phoebe Bridgers off because then I'll put Boy Genius, like the whole
The
group.
whole group?
The whole
Yeah.
group.
Okay, I see that.
Boy
I see that.
Genius. Who else? I'm trying to think.
Emma. I feel like you would pick Emma.
Emma Chamberlain.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially, she went to an event for the men's GQ. What she wore.
was giving punk in that.
That was very. That was very
her
good.
stylist is amazing. Like
they're doing amazing.
They're
jobs.
doing amazing.
Yeah.
And I like that you could see parts of Emma collaborating with him. So it's
Yes.
not just entirely one. It's like
Mhm.
both of them. My top 3 would be Phoebe Bridgers, but you already said that.
Mhm.
I think she would eat it up, especially with her haircut right now. Florence Pugh.
Definitely.
And I would love to see what she would do because I know right now she has a lot of stuff with like Valentino, I think, right? So I would love to see what they would do.
Yeah.
But I know she would eat it up. And she would have so much fun because I feel like she is radiating punk in her like normal life.
Yeah.
You know? Like she has that edginess to her.
Giving the rich aunt.
Yeah. Also Emma Corrin. I think that's how you say her last name.
Yes, she came out in The Crown.
Yeah, she came out in that one movie with Harry, My Policeman.
I was gonna mention it.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say it. You were thinking it.
Yeah.
I would love to see what she would do too, because I feel like she also radiates punk.
Yeah.
So it would be fun to see them kind of play with that theme.
Mm-hmm.
And then Avi, Harry. He already has a haircut.
What more do you need? Just
What more
don't
do you
come
need?
out with your. Just kidding. No, I won't say
I don't
anything.
know. I feel like he would rock that.
I just feel like when he did go to the Met Gala, he didn't eat it.
He did.
And
he could have done more.
I was waiting for that suit that looked like a couch.
I feel like that's the moment where like you're like expecting so much, because on a regular red carpet they go so hard, but then on that they kind of like step back and you're
and
like,
his freaking concerts he went hard, and then that I was like, this is the Met.
This is a Met. Like you go all
This
out.
is the Met. You
like
were
now you have time to play.
You
and
had
don't
a
want to.
seat at the table to make like this theme. Yeah, you know.
We're talking Harry. Oh, you know who else I feel like would eat that up and would play with that like so well, like that theme. It might seem like no, but I think his new haircut, yes. Bad Bunny. He would go hard. He would go hard.
I was thinking
punk.
you were gonna say Pedro Pascal.
No, well, yeah, he would too. But
like,
Bad Bunny, I feel like he would go all out on theme.
No, yeah, I get it.
And he'd even have like inspiration.
You know who we didn't?
Pictures. Who?
The queen of the Met Gala.
Who?
Zendaya.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No. This is the thing. This is like I don't have to doubt that she's gonna do a good job.
There,
yeah,
she would have done a good job.
Yeah, because I don't have to.
The queen.
That.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Those are ours. What are yours? What are your guys? What do you guys think?
Let us know.
You know, do you agree? Do you not agree?
Let us know.
Let us know.
But yeah.
So yeah,
we love seeing it. It's like
now another form of art that we've seen the mixture of punk with like the fashion and another art form is in films, and I think the most recent one that I could remember is Leslie's favorite is Cruella.
10 out of 10. Emma, you did amazing in that.
Yeah,
10 out of 10.
Also Florence Welch, which is Florence and the Machine, also did music for that movie.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, like perfect sense that, you know, like
And I feel like even if you watch that movie, it's punk. Like
the music, even like the graphics,
the music, the graphics, the clothing, like it's punk.
the story too.
The storyline,
She's
punk.
you know,
she's rebelling. And this is the thing. She's an anti-hero, right? So that's
Mhm.
why it goes back to Tay-Tay's anti-hero song.
Yeah.
Yes. So for me, if you want to see something punk, go watch that movie.
Yes.
Go watch that movie. And it's I like, yes, it's a sprinkle. It's inspired by punk, but go watch that movie.
It's good.
Another one that actually comes into mind. I feel like in an old version of me, I'd make this big thing and I'd be like, it's Bono, U2, right? Today I'm going to introduce it as Elijah's father, the guy from Inhaler. Bono. So U2, remember that year? I think it was 2013 too, when their album was just on everyone's iTunes.
I remember.
Okay, there was one. I listened to that album and it's good. But this one song, to me, I actually love it. Like, I actually stuck with it. It's Every Breaking Wave by U2. Go watch that music video. It's also radiating punk.
Yeah.
And it's radiating punk in, like, Ireland. Yeah. So it's great. And I think it veers more towards the original, like, Skinheads. Mm-hmm. But you do see punk elements in that. Yeah. To me. And so, yeah.
And I saw also, like, a lot of the girlies. Mm-hmm. And I think, like,
a lot of the girlies.
Because 2013, when we had that of the punk,
yeah,
we also had Tumblr. Oh, and Tumblr was very much of a grunge type of, like, place that a lot of people would post their, like, outfits and all that stuff. Yeah. Very much inspired by Arctic Monkeys, that album
Lana
that came
Del
out.
Rey. Oh, yeah.
That came out.
Yep.
The AM.
Yep. Love that album.
Which, after that, a lot of girlies in the UK were wearing their docks, were wearing plaid, were wearing, like, all this stuff. Their Arctic Monkeys merch. Yeah. And then they would listen to Arctic Monkeys, the tights, the ripped tights, like, everything. So then
Rockstar's, like, girlfriend vibe.
Yeah. So it was, like, also during a perfect time because it was, like, already we were starting to wear that, you know? Yeah. Because the girlies, you know, they
started it, like, overlined.
Like, Tumblr was Pinterest.
Yeah.
Like, Tumblr walked, so Pinterest can walk.
Yes, that's honestly. Yeah. Docs are also very much, they've been around since those trends started, and so it's like
they're like still,
you see it,
you know. Yeah, what I'm wearing right now,
it's
guys.
A part of it.
But yeah. So that's punk.
So that's punk, dude. That's literally punk. I feel like no matter how much research we do on it, I still feel like it's only like a little bit of what it is.
Yeah. And it's so funny because, like, we took a class.
I'll share one of my gummies.
Thank you. I took a class, and, like, that whole week was us learning about punk. So I was like, yeah, I'm so excited. And then Les like, oh, like, okay, do you have anything? And I'm like, no, I don't, because I forgot everything. But, like, there's so much more. I feel like you can go also, like, on YouTube and do, like, the history of punk, and you will get, like, you will be like
knowledge.
You'll be knowledge. What's the word that I like for? You will be well informed about that. You know, like you'll know all this stuff. Like what we did is like a sprinkle. Yeah, but there's so much more to what punk is.
And I feel like we have to narrow it down, right? Because this podcast can only go for so long, especially with our tangents. But
about
there's
Jellycats.
Literally so much. I know, but there's literally like so much more on punk, right? Mm-hmm. And we only touch the surface of it. If you guys want a part 2 to this specific one, or if you guys want to see like the other variations of it,
the other multiverses of it,
the subcultures of this kind of trend, you could do that too.
Anyways, that was punk. Any more pop queens, pop king icons that you know of?
Let us know. Also, follow our social medias, because I feel like any other additional information that we did not talk about will go on there. Like, I'm talking Insta stories, I'm talking TikToks, I'm talking all around the clock.
I'm talking.
Oh no, it's a different song.
All around the clock. I'm talking. Hope nobody knocks. I'm talking.
Okay, wait.
I'm talking.
Low key.
Give it to me.
Low key.
Keep up with me. Sorry.
Low key. The other version of that, Fruitcake, from Fruitcake.
That's the album. That's your Christmas album. I know.
But that song that you're singing.
Nonsense.
Christmas, which is on that album. I feel like that's a great way to transition into next week's episode.
Let me play it. No, I'm just kidding, because we'll get copyrighted.
But
yeah, Fruitcake. Did you guys listen to it? If you haven't, have you been living under a rock?
It's amazing. This is what we needed. When we said new Christmas music, I didn't mean a new person singing the same Christmas songs that we've
Mariah
heard
Carey,
for
you
decades.
can keep on singing your songs.
This is
because
what we needed.
It's time.
We're ranting about two very different things here.
But it's time for
new music. For new
to be
music.
the new.
It's
all I want for Christmas.
No,
but it's
that
nonsense
Christmas album is on replay right now for Christmas.
I made a playlist for that too. It's
so
called
good.
Deck All the Halls. Decking All the Halls? Deck All the Halls. Deck the Halls?
Deck the Halls.
Deck the Halls?
I don't know. But go listen to that album. And
Go
also
listen to my playlist.
Go listen to Natalie's playlist. You know what?
There's so many. Like, you need inspiration on what you want to be today. Like yeah, Decking All the Halls.
Decking All the Halls.
And then I have a Holly Jolly Christmas.
What's your favorite song from Fruitcake?
My favorite song?
Yeah.
My favorite song?
Let's see, pull it up right now.
Santa doesn't know you like I do. Santa doesn't know. No. Buy me presents.
I think mine is it New Year's yet?
Buy me presents because I need presents. I'm just kidding. No.
I think mine is it New Year's yet. Okay, we'll leave you with that. And then hopefully you could guess what next week's episode is about.
No, it's not Christmas. No. Did you think that? No.
But it has to be something to do with Christmas.
I'm joking.
Oh.
It was a joke.
It has to do with Christmas. It has to do with DIY.
Is it punk?
No. It's a punk version.
It's a punk.
You'll see. We'll leave this here. Subscribe, follow, do everything so you could be ready for next week. Love you guys. Hope you learned something new about punk history.
I know I did.
Fashion, punk lifestyle.
Okay, bye. Bye, Queenies. Bye. Stay fashionable.
Oh, that's cute.
Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. Please don't forget to leave us a review and share this podcast with your loved ones, acquaintances, really anybody and everyone who will listen.
We will be releasing a new episode every Wednesday, and the YouTube videos go live on Sundays. So just remember, you guys can follow us at fashionablylate.podcast on our Instagram, on our TikTok, and on our YouTube.
Sending you lots of love and virtual hugs. Can't wait to see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.